are you going out for commercials and stuff too?
Getty's didn't have commercials, so I ended up with a place called Commercials Unlimited and started going out commercially with them. Financially, it just started shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So my girlfriend and I decided, let's move to a tropical place and just live for a while.
Okay.
So we sold all our stuff. We bought one-way tickets, standby, to Kauai.
What?
And left. And as a matter of fact, we got on the bus to go to the airport because I'd sold my car by that point.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, with a backpack and all that. Got to the airport. Didn't get on a plane because we had standby tickets.
Okay.
Had to take the bus back to Venice. Our friends had taken over our apartment. Sleep on the floor that night. Get up again and try the next day. And we got out the next day.
Okay, wait. How long are you in LA for at that point?
It was about a year.
Okay, you're in LA a year. You're getting gigs apparently
Here and there.
here and there.
Not enough to pay the bills.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
so you just saw that future come in, and you were like, "Let's go," because I'm a beach guy. Let's go to the hottest island in Hawaii now. Kauai.
It's actually the wettest island in Hawaii.
Well, the hottest is in zeitgeist. Everyone loves Kauai now, I feel like.
Well, at the time there had been a hurricane there, Hurricane Iniki. So I knew that there was construction work. I knew I could get a job.
Oh, that's what you went. Mm-hmm. That was the angle. It wasn't sort of like just a paradise oasis.
Well, we wanted a paradise thing. We were looking at Costa Rica because English is spoken everywhere there.
Yeah.
They have more teachers than policemen per capita there. It's a really friendly country. But then after the hurricane and then thinking we wouldn't have to get any kind of green cards or anything like that, we could just go there. We chose Kauai.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's so amazing. Like I said, Kauai is super hot right now. Didn't Zuckerberg just buy $100 million property out there and stuff?
I don't know.
It's going crazy. And that's where they filmed Jurassic Park after you were there then, right?
Mm-hmm. They filmed
Jurassic World.
Raiders of the Lost Ark there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing in Kauai? You're just
we land,
eat banana pancakes and writing song lyrics?
Yeah, we land, we get a rent-a-car, we have a tent, we camp up past Honolulu the first day. I get a job by the third day.
That's amazing.
As a roofer, which I'd never done. I'm working for a company that's rebuilding houses because of the hurricane.
This is amazing.
And the owner's daughter's husband embezzles all the money and fucking skips town. And they go, guess what, everybody? Company's shutting down.
Classic.
I go through the phone book, just thumbing through, calling businesses. I call a rain gutter place. And they're like, how did you know to call? And I was like, I'm just looking for a job. And they bring me in. So I get a job in rain gutter installation.
Nice. A gutter man.
Gutter man. So I had done.
I went to Hawaii a year ago, and I ever since have been obsessed with Hawaii. And I keep saying, if anyone opens an improv theater out there, I will just move and work out there. This is so amazing to me. I'm so jealous of this. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, there was a little bit of improv starting in Honolulu, but there was nothing happening there.
Well, I know Chris Alvarado, IO performer, he was on the podcast, and he talked about how Second City did a cruise around Hawaii, and he did that. I'm like, that's the dream right there.
Right.
Hawaii's amazing. It's so relaxing. It's so chill.
I loved it.
That's so awesome.
Loved it. We rented a room in a house for 1 month, my girlfriend and I, and then we rented a room in another place for a month. And they let more people into the house. One of them was this painter who was really nuts, and he would trip on the weekends and be crazy. So we then went and we lived on the beach for the remainder of our time there.
That's what?
We set up our tent every night.
Oh, nice.
Cooked over an open fire.
That's amazing. This is like a movie, I feel like.
Yeah.
How long were you there for then?
We arrived in July, and I left in October.
Wow, that's beautiful.
But during the course of that, we broke up.
Yeah, as you said, I left.
Mm-hmm. We broke up, and it's really hard to get space in a tent when you're in a fight. It's like zzz, 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 and then you walk out.
You can't slam the tent door.
No, you can't. You can zzz, zzz, zzz. And we walked, this 500 yards from the ocean is where we were. It's amazing. So I was working a job, rain gutter job, and I was on scaffolding that collapsed. I fell 2 stories on the cement. My bone was sticking out of my arm. My head, this little scar up here.
Oh, geez.
Was a geyser. And I thought that's it. I'm dead. Because we were in the middle of the island, and I knew it's a 30, 40-minute ride up, and the ambulance is in Lahui.
Yeah.
And so I didn't die.
But that was the straw that broke the back. Why you moved?
Well, I moved to go back to Chicago to get surgeries. because
Oh, wow.
I ended up having a metal plate put into my wrist.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you sue the company? Did you get workers' comp or something?
The homeowner acted as his own contractor, and so his homeowner's insurance paid for a settlement for my boss and I, who was also on the scaffolding.
Jeez.
I was bent over picking up gutter guard, which is what you put on top of rain gutter to keep leaves out.
Yeah.
So I was bent over, and he was standing up, and when the thing collapsed, he jumped, and he landed on his heels, and they just, fragmented.
Shattered.
Yeah, and his spine got shoved up.
Oh.
So they medevaced him to Honolulu.
Oh.
And for me, they just took me down to the La Hui Hospital.
That's crazy.
I had a metal rack over my arm, holding it in place.
Ooh.
That was pretty horrible.
So you go right back to Chicago.
Stay there to get legal representation in Hawaii. Then my girlfriend, we were in the process of breaking up, so she hadn't left yet. So she stayed until I was able to travel. Then we went to LA back together. We had stored some stuff. We got that stuff and shipped it. Then we got on a plane together. I got off in Chicago. She could go to New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad. That was like a sexy 6-month run that just came to a screeching halt.
Well, it was longer than that because she'd come and visit me in Chicago, and it was starting in New York. Like it had been.
Sure.
Yeah.